I buy clothes a lot. Not a lot, but if I like it, I get it. And then it comes and I realize it doesn't fit the way I want it to fit. Anyways, um, today I'm going to talk about angry people. Okay? And you can always trust whatever I say because I never just speak out of my ass. I used to try to speak to be nice, um, but it's never a generalization. This is just an observation of people that act a certain way. So I want that to be very clear. Right. So what I've noticed is as I came into adulthood, which really started for me at I'd say 25, 26, is that you meet people and a lot of adults are angry because they don't take time to get to know themselves. They don't take time to assimilate into society and to understand that in order for people to like you, to like being around you, you have to be a pleasant person. If I came on here every day and I spoke negatively, people wouldn't want to hear what I had to say. But I choose to come on here and just to talk about things that like I've seen, that I've observed about people so that people can learn from it, that they don't make the same mistakes because you can learn from other people. And that is like a true statement. Like you learn from the wrong that other people do to be a better person. That's why we have parents and ancestors, and we think about people like Martin Luther King and all these people who fought for us so that we could live life as we do now. Angry people always have a harder life. It's just the choice to be ignorant. You know what I mean? And it never makes any sense to me. And I can confess to that. There was a point in my life where I used to be angry all the time. I was just an angry person. I wasn't happy with myself because that's where it starts with. If you're not happy with yourself, you can't even be happy for other people. It's just a fact. So you have to sit and work with yourself. What helped me? I started reading books. I started listening to people like Osho and Sadhguru and people that resonated with me. I started going for walks by myself. And I mean, I have videos of me playing with geese, feeding birds. Like they're coming up to me and I'm putting bananas and apples in their mouth. And that opened my life up to like, wow, life isn't just about looking good and having money and competing with other people. Life is beautiful. Outside is beautiful. I started going for walks. I would walk with my foot on the ground and just be in silence and take in what's going on around me. And that is why I'm a different person today. I've been around people that I've seen, people that are in their 60s and just still angry, and most of the people that I've been around and who I can talk, what I can say is Black people. I'm Black. African people, I feel like have been the worst to themselves and to others. The pretending to be what you're not constantly, to fit in when nobody cares. At the end of the day, if you don't have, you don't have. It's like you're going out of your way to buy things that you can't afford. For what reason? When nobody cares at the end of the day. People just want to appreciate you, for your knowledge, what you can bring, contribute to the world, instead of like just walking around pretending to be what you're not and being angry all the time because people see through that. I see through that. I'm a woman. And if anybody sees through that, it's educated people that take the time to be observant, to read a book, to like see life for what it really is. We observe and we see right through you. We see that, what, you can't afford the BMW that you're driving, but you're driving it because you're insecure. When really what you need to do is go for a walk and take some fresh air in and read a book and love yourself and be confident in yourself. And that's really what people like. Confidence shines. Like when you're a confident person and you walk into a room, head held high, and you know your worth, and like you use your God-given gifts to be a light to the world, people recognize that. I can tell you stories of people who I know who have been angry, and if you don't change your attitude from being that angry person, you continue to just live being angry, like nothing changes for you, because it really starts with you changing your mindset, the way you operate in the world. And I dated a guy who was Nigerian. He was Igbo Nigerian, and I can understand why this man was angry. I know about the Biafran War and what happened to Igbos, but did I do that? Did I go there? And it was you guys against you guys. It was Yorubas, Awusas against Igbos, and you guys were killing people too. You know what I mean? So I take that, I look at the history of people to try to understand them. But does that mean you have to go around being angry? And I'm not saying that's why he was angry. He was angry for his own personal reasons, because he didn't love himself, for one. And like, you could just see these things in him. But you don't take out your anger on other people. Because you're not happy with your life, you try to destroy other people's life. And what does that do for you? The more you try, you exert, so you put out that angry energy, it all comes back to you at the end of the day. That's why I keep telling people, don't go around being an angry person. It doesn't matter. You can't pray, and these are the people that be at church. You can't be at church praying to God for a better life, and then you come outside and then you're angry at people that did nothing to you because you're not happy with yourself. It starts with you. You have to sit with yourself, sit in silence. And these are the people that are always on the phone gossiping and talking about other people and this, that, and the other. Sit with yourself, observe, why is my life hard? Why is it that every time I do something, it never works out for me, this, that, and the third? It's because you're angry. It's because the energy you're putting out into the world is what you receive. I pay attention to how people react towards me on a daily basis. And it's easy to be angry. If you're surrounded by people that are angry and negative, it's easy to become that, because it doesn't matter what you do. Sometimes you could ignore it as much as you can, but at some point it's going to get to you, because that is what they're trying to do. You're unhappy with yourself, so you want other people to be unhappy too. So I pay attention to like how people respond to me on a daily, my mindset before I do things. I have to be in a happy mood, wanting something in order for it to work out for me. I have to put out good energy if I want good things to happen for me, and that's just not one day. That has to be a constant thing. So I just wanted to say that, like, just walking around being angry all the time, it doesn't work out for you. But the minute you start to change and you realize that when you're kind and you're caring and you're loving and you speak nicely and all these things, and you care about people and you don't feel jealous of others, and you just love yourself, and like you're secure in who you are, you work to be a better person day in and day out, you realize that, eventually good things just keep happening to you, because that's the energy you're putting out. You're putting out good, happy energy, and so it comes back to you. If I come to you with an attitude, I don't even know you out of anywhere, and I decide to speak angry to you, what's going to happen? You're going to be angry to me. Not always, though. You can choose to ignore it. You could choose to be like, okay, what's happening here? You can choose to be like, okay, I know maybe this person is having a bad day, so let me just... But at the end of the day, it really comes back to being a good person, putting out good energy, and that's what you'll receive back. So don't be an angry person, because I've met a lot of angry people, and unless they change their mindset and come out of that anger, I don't see their life changing in any way.